So today we are going to do another maths paper, the 2019 paper. 2020 paper, I think we have to do a few more questions. Let's do 2019 and maybe that kind of questions we will be covering in 19 paper as well. If you have time, I will do it. But if you have any specific questions, just let me know in the 2020 paper. Right, so let's quickly do it. 2019 paper today. And most probably Saturday class, I will be doing the final topic in the web. Okay, that is the MongoDB, Node.js, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Right. So 2019 paper. So let's go one by one very quickly. Right. So we are going to start with question number 1. So 1 over 100 to the power 3x plus 2 equal 1. So question is, what is 1? So that is very easy. We know that from the integers knowledge, the 0th power is always 1. Right? 0th power is always 1. So therefore, obviously, so we don't mind what is this number is, its 0th power is always 1. So therefore, 3x plus 2 equal 0. 3x equal minus 2, x equal minus 2 by 3. Right? So the answer must be C. Okay, so that is not a difficult question if you know the concept. Okay, if you are very sure about the concept, we did this rule, right? Right, second one. X to the power 3 divided by 7 into y to the power 2 divided by 3, blah, blah, blah. Again, it's very easy question. And again, we know that we can simplify if they are of the same base, right? So division is subtraction. So therefore, I can write this as 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7 is 2 by 7. Here, 2 by 3, I can write it as 4 by 6 minus 3 by 6, 1 by 6. Right? So answer is x to the power 2 by 7, y to the power 1 over 6. This is an answer, but you have to double check the other answers. Otherwise, you are unnecessarily losing marks. This can't be. This can't be. This can't be. Right? So this can't be, right? So the answer is A. A. Right, third one. It's a log question. It's an equation involving log. So we all know that when we have something like log A something equal log again A some other thing, we can just say this thing is equal to that thing. So that is the idea. Right? You can see log 6 is there. So at any time you can write 1 as a log value, right? Because we know that log A is 1 because A to the power 1, right? A is A to the power 1. So therefore, at any time you can write 1 as log 6 if you want everything in log 6. Okay. So in maths, what you need is your logical thinking, your critical thinking, right? Nothing else. You can't memorize and do anything, right? So that is why we always need a maths paper to filter out those who rely on memory. Right. So those who do not rely on memory, rather they have very good logical thinking. Okay. Right. So let's write this as 2 log 6 x plus 3 equal, this I can write log 6, right? So therefore addition is there. So addition is basically multiplication can be written as addition. So therefore addition can be written as a multiplication. So therefore this is log 6 times x plus 2, because multiplication is addition, it's the other way, right? So addition I can write it as a multiplication. Now I have now I want to take these 2 also out, because otherwise you can't do. So that becomes a power. Now I have log 6 here, log 6 here. So therefore I know that these 2 must be the same. Okay, so in other words, x plus 2 to the power 2 equals 6 times x plus 2, and x plus 3 to the power, right? Right. So we are going to have a quadratic equation, and we are going to have 2 numbers, 2 values. Okay. So therefore, let's simplify. X squared plus 6x, 3 into 2 is 6, x plus 9, we'll take these things this side, minus 6x minus 12 equals 0. Right? X squared plus 6x and minus 6x get cancelled out. 9 minus 12 is minus 3 equals 0. That is root 3 squared. So therefore, answers are x plus root 3, x minus root 3 equals 0. So that means x plus root 3 equals 0 or x minus root 3 equals 0. In other words, x equal minus root 3 or x equal plus root 3. Okay. So two answers are there. X is minus root 3, x is plus root 3. Third one answer is C and D. C and D. And remember, yes, I know that semester one, some of you are facing that the time is not enough. Yes, I always told you. In the very first day also, I told you. In the semester one, they check the hard maths. Yo, අපි කොට කියන්නේ පිරිමි maths. පිරිමි කට්ටිය ටිකක් හඩිසරයි නැගපතත් හයියෙන් ටික වැඩි එන්නේ දෙක එක තමයි ඇත්ත. ඒකට ආගේ පිරිමිකම තමයි බැලුවේ මේ ටික වැඩියෙන්. ඒකට ඒකද ගෑන් ළමයි පොඩ්ඩක් පස්සක් ගහනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්න ගෑන් ළමයි maths වලට ටිකක් හරි ලකුණු අඩුයි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්න ඉංජිනේරින් කරන්නේ maths වල වැඩිම ලකුණු ගන්න පිරිමි ළමයි. ඒක බැලුවේ පිරිමි maths බැලුවේ. හරි. කඩිසර බව ඔයාගේ තියෙන. කඩිසරකම කොහොමද පිරිමි ළමයිගේ වැඩි නේ. ඒකනේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔලිම්පික් දීුවත් පිරිමි කාන්තා දෙකට වෙන් කරලා තියන්නේ. මේකේ බලන්නේ ගෑනු maths. අතන අඩු වෙච්ච කට්ටිය මෙතනින් අල්ල ගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ගෑන් ළමයි ටික විශේෂයෙන්. හරි. මොකද මෙතන බලන්නේ ලොකු සුළු කිරීම නෙමෙයි. මෙතන බලන්නේ ලොජික්. ලොජික් පැත්තට ගෑන් ළමයි සමහර පිරිමි ළමයින්ට වැඩි දක්ෂයි. හරි. soft maths. හරි soft math. අතන බැලුවේ hard maths. hard කියන්නේ මේ අමාරුයි කියන එක නෙමෙයි. ඉක්මනට ඔයාට සුළු කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද වගේ කතන්දර ටිකක් තමයි බැලුවේ එතන. හරි. so that is normal. ඔයගොල්ලන් ෆිල්ටර් කරන්නත් එපා. එක එක විදියට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද කියලා. so the answer is minus root 3 and plus root or minus root 3 or plus root 3. Okay. Right. So now we are moving to the sets questions. Right. So A is this, B is this. Okay. So easiest thing is draw the Venn diagram. Okay. First draw the common things. 2 is common, 4 is common, 6 is common, 8 is common. So all are common. So that means definitely A is a subset of B. Right. So therefore I can change this. A is a subset of B. Because all the elements in A are in the B. So here we have 2, 6, 4, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So the other one we have then 3 and 9. 3 and 9. So this is my B, this is my A. Right. Right. So the first one is A union B, A intersection B, A minus B. So the answers are given. It says A union B is A. No, A union B must be B. So this is wrong, this is wrong. So these three are correct. Then A intersection B must be A. Right. A intersection B must be A. So far these are correct. Then A minus B belong to A but not belong to B. There's nothing like that because all the things belong to A are belong to B. Therefore, A minus B must be 5. Right. So therefore, answer is D. That is very easy question. Okay, if you know the basics. 4 answer is D. Right. 5. So you must rely on your logical thinking. This right. So just small tiny things you have to remember, then the logic. Right. So we have another question. Universal set is given, X is given, Y is given, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So are there common things? Yes. 4 is common. 9 is common, right? So therefore we will have to draw now the general thing. Right. Because 4 and 9 are common. 4, 9. Say this is my X. This is my Y. So X has 1 and 8. Y has 3 and 6 additionally. Okay. Right. So question is not belong to X and belong to 1. That is very easy. It must not belong to X At the same time, it must belong to I, that is 3 and 6. Right? 3 and 6. Answer is A. That is grade 10 question. 6. Right. S equal xy such that x and y are integers and x minus y equal 2. T such that B and A, remember B and A, in such a way that A and B are integers and A plus B is 8. Okay. Find S inverse T. S inverse T means when you have these kind of linear equations, S inverse T is the intersection. So here they use XY, here they use BA. You don't have to worry. It doesn't matter whether AB or BA or XY or PQ. Those are just variables. So therefore, you can change this one also to YX. Try to write it in the same way. YX. Okay. Or let's call this XY because otherwise we are in trouble. Right. Say let's take B as X because here also XY, A as Y. Okay. So then of course X and Y are integers. My A is Y. Anyway, it doesn't matter because both are at just X and Y integer intersection. Therefore, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I will write it as Y plus X because A is my Y equal 8. Now, intersection means you have to simultaneously solve this. Okay. X plus Y equal 8. X minus Y equal 2. So when you add these two, y to y get cancelled. 2x equal 10, therefore x equal 5. Then I can substitute one of those. Y equal x minus 2. 5 minus 2, which is 3. So therefore, what we get is, we just took it as xy. Okay, so therefore, x is 5, y is 3. You have to check the order also. X is 5, y is 3. Okay. Can it be something else? No, right? No, because when you have two lines, it intersect at only one place. Okay. Answer is the set has only one value, 5 and 3. Okay, 5 and 3. 5 comma 3, not 5 and 3. 5 comma 3. 6 answer is B. If you have any questions, you need to ask. Right. So otherwise, in the exam hall, you will be sort of a right. අසරණ වෙනවා නේද? අසරණ වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ මෙතන කතා බහ කරලා විසගත්තොත්. හරි. right 7 කතා බහ කරගන්න තමයි Tamanට ආත්ම ශක්තියක් තියෙන්න ඕන. කටක් දීලා තියෙන්න ඕන. ඉස්කෝලේ අවුරුදු 12 තිස්සේ ඒ කට වැඩ කරවලා තියෙන්න ඕන. ඉස්කෝලේකට ගියා නම් එහෙම. Let A and B be two different non-empty sets such that B minus A equal 5. Which of the following must be false? Right. So you have to be very careful about these terms. Right. So it says we have two sets A and B such that belong to B. So say this is my B, belong to B, but not belong to A. That is this part. Belong to B, but not belong to A. They say this is 5. This is 5. So that means definitely B must be inside A. There's nothing we can say that belong to B and not belong to A. If something belong to B, it must belong to A also. That is why B minus A is also 5. So therefore, I can draw this like this. So this is my A, okay, and this is my B. Then B minus A equal 5. Right? Belong to B but not belong to A is 5. So that you must have that thinking. Okay, right. So it says 5. It says 5. Okay, that means can B equal to A? Yes, that is also possible, right? Either B must be a proper subset of A and B must be a subset of A. What about this? Can we take that also? B minus, yes, right? For when B equal to A, B minus A is 5. Okay. Belong to B but not belong to A. sorry, belong to B. Yeah, right. So yeah, it can be even subset, right? Yeah. So those are the two possibilities now. Right. First one says A is no, B is a subset of A, correct? A intersection B is 5. Can we say? So what we need is false one. Okay. So A is a subset of B. No, it must be false, right? Because A can't be a subset of B when B minus A is 5. Belong to B but not belong to belong to B but not belong to A is 5. So that means it must be something like this. So then A can't be a sub. Yeah, this must be false, right? So this must be true. This must be true. What about A intersection B is 5? Is it a must be false? Do they say that A and B are any non-empty or something like that? Yeah, non-empty sets. And they say two different. Now you have to pay attention, right? Two different. So that means A is not equal to B, right? A is not equal to B. Two different. Okay. So when they say they are two different, you don't have to think about that also, because they say not different, but you can write like that. So, and also they say A is not equal to B, right? Yeah, A is not equal to B. Now, this is a tricky question. Yes, they say different and non-empty sets. If they are non-empty sets, and by looking at this, if we know that B is a subset of A, can we say that A intersection B is 5? No, right? Can't be, because B can't be empty, right? So therefore, this cannot be. This must be false. Okay, this must be false, because B is a subset of A, and they say B is non-empty sets, both A and B. So therefore, how come A intersection B is 5? So this says A intersection B is not equal to 5. Yes, that is correct. Right? A minus B is 5. A minus B means belong to A but not belong to B. So when A and B are different, because they say different, A minus B cannot be 5. When they are different, there must be at least one element where the A has, which is not in the B. So therefore, definitely A minus B must not be 5. Right? This says A minus B is 5. So therefore, this is wrong, right? So it's a tricky question, right? Even for me, it's tricky, quite tricky question, right? So my gut feeling is must be false are A, C, and E. Okay, A, C, and E. I hope you have done this. ඔගොල්ලෝ මේ question එක කළා නැත් paper එක කළා නැත්නම් ඉතින් එහෙම යන්න. ගිහිල්ලි වෙලා අනාතේ වගේ එන්න පුළුවන් විභාගේ දවසට ගිහිල්ලා. හරි? කාලකන්ණි වගේ. හරි? paper එකක් කරන්න නැතුව ගානක් හදන්න නැතුව අපතේ වගේ විභාග ශාලාවට ගියොත් එහෙම අපතේක් වගේ එළියට එන්න පුළුවන්. එච්චරයි ඉතින්. කමක් නැහැ. ඒක තමන්ගේ choice එකක්. Life is a choice. Right? 7. So my answer is B. What they ask is must be false. I will go for A, C, and E. Yeah, A, C, and E. Okay, right. But if you have any other thought about this, you have to talk now. Or if you don't agree, right? So let A, B, and C be 3 non-empty sets. Right? Attention then on. So that is what we need from professionals. 3 non-empty sets. Right? So none of these are empty. Such that A is a proper subset of B. That means A must be inside B. And there's no possibility of A equal B also, according to this. A is a proper set of B. A intersection C is 5. So that means A and C has no intersection. So A and C must be something like this. Right? Because they say intersection C is 5. Okay. So still we don't know whether C is here or here, or maybe intersection is here. So there are three possibilities for C now. Something here, or something here. Okay. Right. So what is the other thing they say? C is not a proper subset of B. So those are three things. C is not a proper subset of B. So that means C is not 100% inside B. So that means your C cannot be here. Then C is a subset, proper subset of B. Right? And because A intersection C is 5, obviously C can't be here. Right? So if they say C is not a proper subset of B, so therefore C can't be here. Right? So this possibility is eliminated. Anyway, this is not possible. Okay. So I'm just writing those which are not possible. Okay. So now this is not possible. I'm drawing C. This is not possible. And this is also not possible. That intersection. Okay. Because C is not a proper subset of B. But anyway, A intersection C is 5. So therefore A and C must be disjoint. So therefore still this possibility is there. Okay, let me draw it in some other color. Right. So therefore this possibility is there. Right. And also this possibility is there, intersection, right? Those two possibilities are there. C is not a proper subset of B. Yes, C is not a proper subset of B. C is not a proper subset of B. Yes. Not a proper subset. Yes, okay, right. Now what about this? Which of the following Venn diagram reflect these properties? So there can be multiple answers also now. It has to reflect these properties. So if C, now red is also C. If C is inside A, that is wrong. Do we have that kind of a thing? No, right? And also, definitely, A and C must be disjoint. If A and C is joined, that is not an answer. Right? So here A and C is joined. So this is not an answer. This is here also A and C is joined. Right? A and C is joined because this clearly say A intersection C is 5. So this is not an answer. At least you can, when you eliminate an answer, you have higher possibility of getting marks. Okay. Right. So therefore, we eliminated 2 answers now. So the next one says A is a proper subset of B. Yes, here A is a proper subset of B. Here A is a proper subset of B, but here A is not a proper subset because A is equal to B means A is not a proper subset. So therefore, this is also wrong now. Right? This is also wrong. Right. So now we have to settle for either this one. Remember, that is this possibility. My C, okay. Can C and B has intersection? Yes, right? C and B can have intersection, or C can be separate. Right? So this is this possibility, and this is this possibility. I told you there are 2 possibilities. This is one possibility. B and C is intersection, but not with A. And this is the other possibility. This A, B, and C here. Right? So the answers are A and C. Right? Logical thinking වැඩ කරනවා නම් දැන් ටික ටික හරි දැන් බලන්න ඉස්සලා computer processors architect ඉගෙන ගන්න කලින් computers program කරන්න කලින් තමන්ගේ ඔළුවේ neuron ටික වැඩ කරගන්න බෑ. තමන්ගේ ඔළුවේ neuron වැඩ කරන්න તો අනුන්ගේ software develop කරන්න බෑනේ. Right. A and C. ලංකාවේ මිනිස්සු හරි අඩුවෙන් ඕක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. මොකද අපේ උන්ගේ තියෙන කන බඩේ විතරයි ඔළුව ගැන කල්පනා කරන්නේ නැහැ. තඹ ගිනිනවා මිසක්. A and C. Right, A and C. Right, let A be a non-empty subset of the universal set U. Right? A be a non-empty subset of universal set U. So that means this is my universal set U, and A is a subset of that, and it is non-empty. And we know that A is not equal to 5. Okay. Which of the following must be false? So we have to make sure that must be false. First one, 5 is a subset of A, right? So it says that A is a non-empty subset. This is a general statement, right? For any set, 5 is a subset because nothingness can be there in anywhere, inside anything, right? So therefore, this is definitely true. What we need is false. Because this is generally in general, this is always true. Okay, this is true even when A is empty set. Even when A is empty set, this is true. But we need this false. So A is a subset of U. This is a general statement. Always, if they say A is inside it, it must be inside the U. Okay, inside U. So this is true. This is always true, right? A is a subset of A because A is equal to A, right? A is equal to A. So therefore, this is always true. Right. So can this happen? A is a proper subset of A because proper subset means this possibility of equality is eliminated. How can you eliminate that one? Because A is A. Right? So therefore, this is definitely false. Okay. What about this? A complement is a subset of U, and they say A is a subset of U, right? So they say A is a subset of U. Now, what is mean by A complement? A complement means not belong to A and belong to U, right? So it must be a subset of U. What we need is false. So therefore, I will go for E only. And again, if you don't understand, you have to ask, okay? 9 answers. So the more you play with sets, so right, if you really like logical thinking, පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳලා එහෙම ඉන්නවා. පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳලා මේ ලොජික් වලට ආස කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. මම එහෙම කෙනෙක්. මම එහෙම කෙනෙක්. ඒ පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳලා තිබිච්ච ආසාව. අපි පොඩි කාලේ කම්පියුටර්ස් තියුන්නේ නැහැ, ඉන්ටර්නෙට් තියුන්නේ නැහැ. අපි පොඩි කාලේ සතිය බලන් ඉන්න ආසම දවස් තමයි මට හොඳට මතකයි අඟහරුවාද. ඇයි ඒ විජේ පත්තරේ. විජේ පත්තරේ පෙහෙලිකා තියෙනවා, අරව තියෙනවා, මේව තියෙනවා. හරි. ඕක එනකන් ආයි 10 පාරක් කඩේට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. කපත්තරේ ඇවිල්ලාද බලන්න. Because we like that. We like that. So if you are also someone like that, මම වගේ වෙන්න කියනවා නෙමෙයි හරි හැමෝගෙම එක එක ආසාවල් තියෙනවනේ. So then you must be able to easily solve these kind of questions if you really like, right? සමහර දෙයක් logic වලට කැමති නැහැ, සමහර logic නැති තැන් වල ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. right? සමහර logic කිව්වම තරහත් යනවා සමහරවිට. මොකද දරා ගන්න බෑ තමන්ගේ බොරුව ජීවිතේ ගත කරන logic කරපු ගමන් තමන් කලකිරෙනවා. තමන් කරන බොරු ටික අහුවෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ logic අල්ලන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඉස්සෙ තමන්ගේ ජීවිතේ තමන්ටම එපා වෙනවනේ. එතකොට ලොජික් එකක් විදිහට කල්පනා කරගෙන ගියාම තේරෙනවා මමගේ ජීවිතේ මොන කාලකන්නිකමක්ද කියලා. බොරුවක්ද කියලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ඊට පස්සේ ලොජික් වලට වෛර කරනවා. එහෙම කරන්න එපා. නැත්තම් එමෙ Tamanට දිවි නසා ගන්න නෑ. Right. So next one. Let x and y be two non-empty sets. And so remember x is not equal to 5, y is not equal to 5. And x intersection is not equal to 5. So that means definitely they are joint sets. Because x intersection y is not equal to 5. If px and py are power sets, remember power sets means sets of all the subsets. It always has the empty set and itself because those are always part of the subsets and any other combinations. If px and py are power sets of x and y respectively, So this is my x, this is my y. Which of the following are true? Okay. Power set of x is a subset of x. X के power set එක තියෙන්න ඕන x කියන set එක ඇතුළේද. එහෙම වෙන්න ඕන. For example, if my x is 1 2 3, my power set of x is empty set 1 only, 2 only, 3 only, 1 2, 1 3, 2 3, and 1 2 3. This is just example for you to get a feeling about it. So this is my power set. It says power set is a subset of this. No, right? It is x is a subset of power set because your x is always inside your power set. So therefore this is wrong. එකපාරට ඔළුවට වදින්න නැත්නම් උදාහරණයක් කරන් බලන්න. X is a subset of power set of x. Yes. Yes, right. Way next. Power set of x and power set of y. Its intersection is a phi is a subset of that. Of course, phi is a subset of any set, right? Phi කියන එක ඕනම set එකක subset එකක් තමයි. So therefore this is a general statement. මේක phi වුණත් phi නොවුණත් මොනවා වුණත් phi කියන එක න ඕනම set එකක subset එකක් තමයි. So therefore we take it as true. So this says phi is a member of power set of x and power set of y. Always your power set has phi as a member. Here also phi as a member. So therefore that intersection must also have the phi. Therefore this is correct. ඕන power set එක phi ඉන්න ඕන. ඇයි? phi කියන එක ඕන power set එක subset එක නේ. එහෙනම් මේ දෙන්නගේ intersection එකේ phi ඉන්න ඕන. Because both are power sets. So therefore phi is a member of power set of x intersection power set of y. So then power set of x union power set of y equal x union y. ඒක හරිද? මේ x විතරයිනේ මේ යන්නේ. power set එකේ x ඉන්නවද? ඔව් x ඉන්නවා. x ඉන්නවා x ට අමතර කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා නේද? x ට අමතර කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා. And x and y are not equal to phi. කියන්නේ මෙයාගේ intersection එකකුත් තියෙනවා. හරි? x and y ගේ. So therefore can we say that power set of x union power set of y is x union y? My gut feeling says no. Right? Gut feeling කියන්නේ value බැලුමට හිතෙන දේ. තමන්ගේ තියෙන logical thinking වලට අනුව. හැබැයි පොඩ්ඩක් තව කල්පනා කරලා බලන්න එක පාට කියන්න අමාරුයි. Power set of x union power set of y is x union y. And x and y has a intersection also. I don't think so, right? X union y වෙන්න ඕන කියලා එකක් නැහැ නේද? අපි හිතමු y ගේ තියෙනවා කියලා 1 2 4 කියලා. So x union y ගේ නෑ නේ මේ දෙන්නට අමතරව තව වෙනම තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. උදාහරණ 1 3 is in the union. නෑ. So this can't be right because your power set union of power set can have so many other combinations, right? I will say no. Right? Well, power set එකේ තව කොච්චර combination එන්න පුළුවන්ද දෙන්න number. Right. So I will go for B C D. Oh, they have not taken B. They have taken only C and D. Why? දැන් බලන්න ඕනේ ඇයි B ගත්තේ නැත්තේ? Why not B? කාටද කියන්න බෑ ඇයි B ගත්තේ නැත්තේ? I don't. මට නම් හිතෙන්නේ නැහැ x. Always your power set has your x. So then x is a subset of power set of x. X කියන්නේ member කෙනෙක් නේද? නෑ. ඔව් වැරදි. උත්තරේ වැරදි. Because x is X and power set is two different things. Because X has values like 1, 2, 3. Your power set has sets, right? Sets. Your X has X is not having sets. It is having just element, but power sets elements are again sets. So therefore, when this one has just normal elements and this one has sets as elements, how can we say that it's a subset? Because it's something like apple and orange. So apple cannot be a subset of orange because they are two different things. Yes, yes, definitely. B is not answer. B is not answer. Okay, because X is having its own elements, whereas power set is having sets as elements. So sets as elements. So therefore, they are not compatible. Yes. So therefore, answer must be C and D only, right? Not B. It's my mistake. Okay. Right. 11. මාර වැඩි එක්කෙනෙක්ට ප්‍රශ්නත් නැහැ නේද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක්ක මාර බ්‍රයිට් එක්ක මාර මඤ්ඤම් අනේ මම දන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝම තේරුම් ගන්න බෑනේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් මේ රටවල් බංකොලොත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ජෙනරේෂන් එක අපිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ජෙනරේෂන් එක තේරුම් ගන්න. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ජෙනරේෂන් එකට ඇවිල්ලා බලන්න ඕන. හොඳයි. Right. Let A and B be any two non-empty sets. Right? Any two non-empty sets. Which of the following is a proposition or propositions? Proposition means something which is definitely true or something which is definitely false. We can specifically say that it's true or it is false. If you can't say exactly, or it can be true or false for different possibilities, then it is not a proposition. Okay, right? Human has 4 legs. And then on බකපණ්ඩිතකම් කරන්න යන්න එපා. පෙරකදෝරු ලොජික් නෙමෙයි මේවා. හරි පෙරකදෝරුවන්ගේ 2.5 ලොජික් නෙමෙයි. හරි පෙරකදෝරුවට පුළුවන් ගිහිල්ලා වැඩි කොළ නේද? 10 කොළ වැඩි පැත්තට කතා කරන්න. ඒවා ලොජික් නෙමෙයි ඒවා බලුකම්. හරි. හරි ඔයා වැඩි ඔයා විත්තිකාරයට පැත්තට ගිහිල්ලා කතා කරනවා පැමිණිකාරයටත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් වැඩියෙන් දෙනෙක් කෙනාට එයා ගිහිල්ලා කතා කරනවා. ඒ ඇවිල්ලා ආත්මයක් නැති හන්දා. ආත්මයක් නැති හන්දා. අපි මේ ඒ වගේ 2.5 ලොජික් කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. සෝ අපි ජෙනරලි පට හිතා ගන්න දේවල්, අපි ජෙනරලි ඇක්සෙප්ට් කරන දේවල්. හරි. ඒතර අපි තරක් කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. ඉර නැගින නැගෙනහිරින් කිව්වට පස්සේ නෑ ඕක නැගෙනහිර නෙමෙයි එහෙම කියලා. හරි. 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 Human has 4 legs. And obviously human has 2 legs. නේද? දැන් කාටද කියන්න පුළුවන් විකෘතියක් වෙලා නේ අපි ඒව ගණන් ගන්න නැහැ. අපි මේ සාමාන්‍ය ජෙනරල් සිනාරියෝ එකයි කතා කරන්නේ. මහ පොළොවේ මිනිස්සුත් එක්ක අපි ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. හඳේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So therefore I will say it is false. So false means proposition. Right? Sign your attendance. It is not a statement, right? It is not a proposition. It's something like a command. How can commands be a proposition? Commands, questions, ඒවා propositions නෙමෙයි. හරි. එයා ඔයාලට කරන්න කියනවා මිසක් එයා කතන්දරයක් කියන්නේ නැහැ. ඔතන කපටි. හරි. කපටිට පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහුවම ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තරයක් නොදී ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් එයාට වෙන මොකක් හරි කතන්දරයක් කියන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට එයා කියන්නේ මම එහෙම කියන්නේ මම මේ ඔයාට මේ වැඩක් නෙකිව්වේ කියලා. So therefore this is not a proposition, right? It's some sort of a command. A is and it says let A and B be any two non-empty sets. Any two non-empty sets, right? So therefore, how can we say that A is a subset of B? Can we say like that? A and B are non-empty and it can be any two. Right? So therefore, there can be a situation where A is here and B is here. There's another situation where B is here, A is here. And there's another possibility A and B are something like this. There's another possibility A and B are something like this. So many possibilities, right? So therefore, depending on the situation, this can be true or false. If something can or cannot be true, it is not a proposition. A is a proper subset of A. This is definitely false because A can't be proper subset of A because A is equal to A. Proper subset eliminate the possibility of equality. but they are equal. So therefore, this is definitely false. So therefore, it's a proposition. It is raining. Now, this is debatable answer that the examiner has given me. Okay. So this is anyway, I don't like this answer at all. If I am setting the exam paper, I will not say this kind of answer, because if it is now raining, it is raining is true. Say if it now assume that now it is not raining, then this is false. But depending on the situation, it can be true or it can be false. Depending on the situation, right? But if you have given situation, this is always true or always false for that situation. Okay. For example, say I am in Colombo and you are in Kandy. Maybe for you it is raining, for me it is not raining. But it is only for my place. When I say it is raining, it must be either true or it must be false. Definitely. So therefore, now I am little bit in trouble. Should I go for proposition or not? Because it depends the way you look at it. Okay. So any suggestions from you? Yeah, if maybe true or false, it is not a proposition. But say this is my statement. Forget about it, can be my statement or your statement or other one. If it is my statement, it is definitely a proposition, because right now it is not raining, therefore this is definitely false. But unfortunately, this one is not like something like this. Okay, so it depends on the situation. But even for a given situation, it must be definitely true or definitely false. Okay. But if you take different scenarios, today, yesterday, maybe yesterday it was raining, today it is not raining. That is where I'm in trouble now. Okay. So that is where I'm in real trouble, whether I go for this or not. Okay. Yeah, similar to x plus 1 equal to. Yeah. When x equal 1, it is true. When x is something like 3, it is false. Right. So I will not go for this, but examiner might go for this, right? Because it's a debatable answer. But therefore, I will go for only A and D. A and D. Okay, let's double check the answer. Yes. Oh, that is strange. Examiner has taken A and D. How comes that? Why not D? A is a proper subset of A. If A is empty set, can we say that 5 is a proper subset of 5? No. If A is non-empty set, can we say that A is a proper subset of A? No, because A is false. A is not a proper subset of A, because this says A is inside A and not even equal. Not even equal means the other one must have something extra. So this is definitely false. This is, I think they already took A is a proper subset of A as false. In some other, this one you can see. So if this one says false, must be false, because examiner took it as a must be false. So then why not here? If it must be false, it must be a proposition. So therefore, definitely I will say D is answer. D is answer. Okay. I don't know. Right? So I don't know. I don't see any reason why D is not answer. Okay. For me, D is definitely answer. Okay. But if you feel something else, let's discuss. Okay. Or just do a Google search. Okay. Let's do, because in the exam paper, here they say it is not a proposition. That means it is can be true or false. Here it says it's false. If it is false, it is proposition. Google search එක බලන්න. Sure නැත්නම් මට නම් පුදුම sure ඔක proposition එක. මොකද ඔක false. Right, 12. Consider the following truth table For three different propositions, P, Q are of propositional variable P. P, okay, what is PQR? PPQR, what is that? PPQR. Okay, capital PQR of a propositional variable simple P, right? So something like that. So we have propositional variable simple P, which can be false or true. Then you have capital P, capital Q, and capital R. Okay, three different propositions. Which of the following gives capital P, capital Q, and capital R respectively? That should not be a big issue, right? So these both are true here, right? Both are true here, and this is the same as this one, and this is the opposite. This is the opposite. Okay. Unfortunately, we may have to write the truth, draw the truth table and find it. Okay. First one. P or not P. P or not P is all, it's a tautology, right? So that is true. False or false is, sorry, false or not false is true. True or not true is true. So therefore, this one is correct. This one is, do we have anything like that? Yes, this one is correct. Right? POP. POP is, we can't say POP is true. Because if it is false, false or false is false, right? So POP is no, because capital P is always true. False or false is not true. So therefore, this is wrong. Make a wrong කියන අපිට මේ උත්තරේ අයින් කළා දාන්න පුළුවන් දැන්. හරි? අයින් කළා දාන්න පුළුවන්. What about this? එම අයින් කරගන්න පුළුවන් අයින් කරගමු. So now definitely C is not answer. P implies Q. Can we say that P implies Q here? False capital P කියන්නේ යා කියන මොකද්ද? P false implies false, අනිත් එක true implies true. ඒක හරි නේද? False implies false නේද? Sorry, false implies false කියන එක මෙයා කියනවා true. True implies true කියන එක true. Truth table එක මතකද? A, B, A implies B. True, true, true. True, false, false. False, true, true. False, false, true. And make a false, false. False implies false. False implies false කියන එක true වෙන්න ඕන. හරි, true නේ තියෙන්නේ. True implies true කියන එක true වෙන්න ඕන. ඒකත් හරි නේද? So that means this is okay, right? Because what we get is yes, true. True, true is true. False, false is true, right? False, false is true, true. So therefore, this is also possible. What about this? This is if I apply the De Morgan law. This is not P O, not of not P is Q. And then Q එකනේ නෑනේ නේද දැන්? Q එකනේ නෑනේ. Q එකනේ නැතුව කොහොමද ගන්නෙ? නෑ. This is also P, right? Yeah, P and P. Sorry. P and P නේ. So this I can write it as not P O, not of not P is P. P O not P is a tautology. And P O not P can P when no කෑව හෝ කෑවේ නැහැ. Tautology. It must be true. Yes, it is true. So this is also possible. දැන් අපි අන්තිම එක බලමු මොකද මෙයා not එක කියලා හොඳටම පේනවානේ true false has become true has become false. So not P කියන එක හරි. Not P කියන එක හරි. Not P කියන එක හරි. මෙතනින් අපිට අරින්න පුළුවන් කවද බලන්න. Not P and not P. Not false මේ ඇවිල්ලා R. Not false and not false. That is, not false is true and true. True and true is true. Right. True and true is true. So therefore, yes, this is true is correct. What about not true and not true? That is false and false must be false. Yes, false. So this is false, false, true, true. So therefore, this is correct. P mane? This is correct. P mane? This is correct. P mane? Right. Anyway, we don't have to look at this one. This is POP. False or false is false. Correct. True or true is true. Correct. මෙයක් හරි. එහෙනම් අපිට අතාරින්න තියෙන්නේ B C විතරයි. Right? Which of the following gives PQR respectively? So I will go for everything other than C. Right? A, B, D, E. That is an interesting question anyway. Let's double check the answer. It's a tricky question as well. 12. Yes, everything other than C. That is very interesting question. Okay. දැන් බලන්න ඔළුවේ නියුරෝන් ටික කොහොම හරි වැඩ කරගත්තොත් IT BIT නොකරත් අඩු ගන්න මිනිස්සෙක් වගේ මැරෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරි මම කියන්නේ මම බල්ලොන්ට බූරුවන්ට ලොජික් ගන්නන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. ඒක සමහර බල්ලෝ බූරුව වගේ තමයි ඉන්නේ. සමාජයේ හැසිරෙන්නේ. ගොනා බූරුවාසේ. ඕන පුකක් පිළිගන්නවා. ඕන පුකක් පිළිගන්නවා. හරි. වැදගෙන ඉන්න ඕන මගුලකට. හරක් වගේ. ලොජික් එකක් ප්‍රොසෙස් වෙන්නේ නැති හරක්. පව් ඉතින්. එහෙම වෙන්න එපා කියලා කියන්නේ හරි. අපිටත් දුකයි. මිනිස්සෙක් වගේ ඉපදිලා මේ බූරුවෙක් වගේ ජීවත් වෙන්න කියලා මුත් ටික. 13. Let P and Q be two propositions. Which of the following propositions are contradictions? Contradiction means it must be false for all the possibilities. අමූලික බොරුවක්. ඕක කොහෙත්ම බොරු හරියක් වෙන්න බෑ. කොයි පැත්තෙන් බැලුවත් ඕක බොරුවක්. ඕක හරි ඇත්ත වෙන්න කිසිම chance එකක් නැහැ. කිසිම possibility එකක් නැහැ. අමූලික බොරුවක්. Contradiction. බලමු. මේකෙදි වෙලා යනවා. මේක වෙලා යනවා. හරි. අපි 13 තියලා යන් 13 14 තියලා යන් මොකද ඔක කරන්න කිව්වද වෙලා යනවා. හරි දැන් එදත් එහෙම තියලා ගියේ හරි තියලා ගියේ අපි ගන්නවා බය වෙන්න එපා. අද නම් ගන්නවා අනිවාර්යෙන්. හා. වෙලා යනවා එක්සෑම් එකෙත් ඔය වෙලා නැහැයි කියලා කට්ටිය කෑ ගහන්නේ නේද? ඒ වෙලා නැතිව තියලා යන්න පෙරේත කමේ ලෙව කකා ඉඳලා. ඉස්සර කරන්න පුළුවන් ටික කරගෙන ඉන්න බෑ. වෙලා යන්නේ නැතුව. Right, so we'll keep 13 and 14. Right, 15th also we are going to keep because it's also we have to draw the truth table. Truth table continue land. Right. Right. 16 ඒවා එච්චර වෙලා යන්නේ. Right. So let's double check. Lazy වැඩේ තමයි තරක් කරන එක නේ. මේ වගේ වට P implies Q. Let's write it. First one I am taking. P implies Q's. මම නම් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් exam එකට ගියොත් logic ටික කරන්නේ නැහැ. මම ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්නේ නම් probability question. I will first do the index questions, indices and logarithms. Then I will go for combinations, probability, right? See functions because they take less time usually. And set question also plenty of questions are there which don't take much time because you don't have to write truth tables, right? So the drawing truth table is the thing that take a lot of time. So you have to plan out things. ගිහිලා ඔහේ කරන්න බෑ. විභාගයට යන්න කලින් විභාග උදේට නෙමෙයි ඊට කලින් ඒ විභාගෙට මුහුණ දෙන්න විදියකට Tamanට තියෙන ඕන plan එකක්. මම මේ plan එකටයි මේකට මුහුණ දෙන්නේ. මම කිව්වා ඔයා යන්නේ යුද්ධෙට. හරි. maths exam එක. examiner ඔයාගේ හතුරා. examiner ගහන්න එතන ගිහලා කල්පනා කරන්න බෑ. examiner ගහන strategy එක ගෙදරදී කල්පනා කරලා යන්න. ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් මේ කපල ඉවරලා ඒක කල්පනා කරන්න බෑ දැන් මේක මහන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. කපන්න කලින් ඒක කල්පනා කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔපරේෂන් එක තනි කර. එතකොට නේ responsibility දෙන්නේ මේ මනුස්සයාට. Right, so let's take the first one. P implies Q. P therefore Q. Then so our strategy is we assume that these are true. And we want to check whether this always true. If this is always true, yes, your argument is valid. Right. So P is true. When P is true, true implies Q must be true. Q must be true because true false then truth table true false false. So therefore, in order to make this true, Q must be true, and this guy says Q must be true. Correct. Right. So next one. My question on Tarankara. Vela Aragena. P implies Q, not P, therefore not Q. So we have to take both are true. So when not P is true, P is false. When P is false, Q can be true or false. Whether it's true or false, your final answer is true. So therefore, Q can be true or false. Therefore, not Q can be true or false as well, or false or true. So therefore, this can be true or false. So therefore, this is invalid. So I truth table if again P Q P implies Q, true true true, true false false, false true true, false false true. ඒක එහෙම වෙන්නේ ඇයි කියලා මම එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරලා තියෙනවා. දැන් ඒක එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරගෙන ඉන්න ගන්න නෑ. එහෙනම් ඉතින් මාත් සතියෙන් එක් විභාග පාස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. සතියෙන් බබ්බු හදන්නත් බෑනේ. සතියෙන් බබා හම්බ වෙන්නේ නෑ. මාස 10ක් තිස්සේ බබා හම්බ වෙන්නේ හිමින්. Right. So this is invalid. So next one. Not P if and only if not Q. Right. Not P if and only if not Q. P therefore not Q. So we take both are true. So P is true now. So therefore not P is false. Right. So false if and only if this become true only when your not Q is false. When not Q is false, your Q is true. Or now they say not Q, right? So the not Q must be false because false is the true one. Then any truth table false true. When not Q must be false, it can make invalid. If it must be true, valid. So not Q must be false. What about this? Nima da argue karanne. Minissu harak argue karanne අර මහාලු අපිට ගාගෙන් කැණිකගෙන් මහාලුක શબ્දයක් ඇතුණා කිව්වම අර ගිය හරක් පට්ටි පිටින් ගියා මතකද? හරක් කෙලිම කැණිකට තල්ලු කරන්න වටින හරක්. හරි. කාලා ගන්නේ හරක්. P if and only if Q. P therefore Q. Now this must be true, this must be true. When P is true, to the final results to be true, P must be true. Right? P must be true. Sorry, this is Q, right? Yeah, Q must be true. Yes. This guy also says Q is true. Yes, of course, Q must be true. Correct. It's right. Okay. Final one. P if and only if not Q, P therefore Q. And we take both are true. When P is true, this is true. When this is true, not Q must be true. Right? Not Q must be true means Q must be false. But this guy says Q is true. So invalid things are everything other than A. B, C, D, E. I hope I didn't make any mistake in the logic. B, C, D, E. 70. B, C, D R, D N, B, C, and E. D is correct one. Yes, answer is B, C, and E. Correct. Right. 18. Consistency question. Then we are moving to the, still we have logic, right? Which of the following set of statements is consistent? Paraspara නැත්තේ. Sorry, paraspara නැත්තේ. Consistent කියන්නේ ඒක. පරස්පරයක් නෑ මෙතන. සාක්ෂි ඔබ දන්න නඩුවකට ගියහම බලන සාක්ෂි පරස්පරද කියලා. සාක්ෂි පරස්පර නම් නඩුව ඒ සාක්ෂිය තේරුම් නැති ඒ සාක්ෂිය වටිනාකමක් නැති වෙනවා. හරි. සමහර සාක්ෂි පරස්පර කරන්නම බොරු සාක්ෂිකාරයෝ යවනවා. එයා ගිහලා අරව පරස්පර කරනවා. ලංකාවේ නම් ඉතින් නඩු ගැන කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. ලංකාවේ නඩුකාරයෝ කියන්නේ හරක්නේ නේද? අර ආයුධ පෙන්නන්න ගෙනිච්චයි කියලා කොහම ඌ ආයුධ පෙන්නන්න ගෙනිච්ච කියලා අස්සන ගහලා එනවා. අහන්න එපා යකෝ ආයුධ පෙන්නන්න ගෙනියනකොට මාංශ දාලා යන්නේ නැත්නම් තොපි හරක්ද තොපිට ඔළුව හොඳ නැද්ද කියලා. එහෙම එක එක අහනවාද? එහෙම අහන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම අහන්න තරම් ආත්ම ශක්තියක් තියෙන නඩුකාරයෙකු වේද ලංකාවේ. අරන් ලෝයර්ස් නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ. Right. So which of the following sets of statement is consistent? Right. So what is mean by consistent? How do you check whether something is consistent? There must be at least one possibility where all the inputs are true. Right? There must be at least one possibility when all the inputs are true, the output is true. Right? So when all the inputs are true, output is true. There must just one possibility is enough. Can we ඔක්කොම වෙද්දී මෙයා වෙන්න ඕන. ඔව් එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඉතින් මේ consistency ගන්න නැහැ. So we discussed that. And again it's going to take time because we have to draw the truth table. Right? So therefore I'm going to keep this last because I know that it is taking time. ඔකට පෙරේතකමට ගිහිල්ලා තව ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් විතර කරන වෙලාව විකාර කරගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Definitely we are going to do it, right? අද 11 වෙනකන් හරි ඔක් කරනවා. Right, 19. තාම පැය ගියා. පැය දෙකයි පේපර් එකට තියෙන්නේ. තාම 20ක් කරලා නැහැ. හොඳට මතකද? තාම question 20ක් කරේ නැහැ. Of course I am taking more time because I am discussing with you. Let the two predicates px and qx අපි logic questions ටික අර lazy questions ටිකක් කළා මේකට එමුද? නේද? එතකොට හොඳයි නේ. එතකොට අපිට time එකත් manage වෙනවානේ. ඔය time manage කරන විදිහට පුරුදු වෙන්න එපා. 19 and above. Okay, අපි අරව ටිකක් කරලා ආයි ටක් ගාලා එමු logic වලට. එතකොට ආගේ හිතරත් හොඳයි. අපි logic නැති questions ටිකක් කරමු ටක් ගාලා. I think lazy ඒක ටිකක් කරලා යන්න හැබැයි. I mean lazy questions ටික වෙලා යන්න. lazy කියන්නේ වෙලා යන්නේ නැති question ටිකක් කරන්න. 32 ඉතින්. Let us function f and g be defined on R by fx equal 2x, gx equal x plus 2, g0f. අපෝ ඒවා ලේසිම ලේසිනේ. ඒවට සමහරවිට මේවට එන්න හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ අර අතක ගා ඉන්නවා. ලොසින්ජරේ සූප් කර කර ඉන්නවා අර. Right. G0f means g of fx. Right? So gx දාන්න ඕනේ fx හැබැයි. Gx is x plus 2. Instead of x, you have to put your fx, that is 2x. So the final answer is 2x. Instead of x, you have to put 2x plus 2. Right? 2x plus 2. This one, right? This is 2x plus 4. This is 2x plus 1. And this one says g of 2x. That is also correct. Right? Because fx is 2x. Yes, g of fx is 2x. That is also correct. නැත්නම් ඒක ඒ ලකුණු මොකටද එක්සැමිනේටර් ඉතින් මගේ එක්සැමිනේටර් දුවන්න ගහලා එන්න ඕන. හරි. පෙරදිලා අඬාගෙන එන්නේ නැතුව වෙලා මදි වුණා. හරි හොටු පෙරාගෙන එන්නේ නැතුව. හරි එක්සැමිනේටර් දුවන්න ගහලා එන්න ඕන. ඒකට එක්සැමිනර්ස්ලා හරි කැමති ඕගොල්ලෝ. ඒ වගේ සටන් කාමිය වෙනවට. එක්සැමිනේටර් චැලෙන්ජ් කරලා බලන්නේ ඒකයි. ඕගොල්ලෝ ඒ වගේ කරන්න. හරි හොටු පෙරාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා අනේ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ. මැත්ස් නම් මා කරුමයක් කිය අඬාගෙන ඉඳලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. 32 B and E. Yes, B and E. 33. Let f be a function defined on R by fx equal 2x plus 1. Find f inverse. That is very easy question, right? Y equal 2x plus 1. You have to make x into the other side. Say 2x equal y minus 1. Therefore, x equal half times y minus 1. So then you can swap it if the examiner is giving it as x. So that is fx equal, because rather than fy, usually we say fx, half x minus 1. Okay, do we have that answer? Half x minus 1 is there. Right. This says f inverse does not exist. So no, f inverse exists. Okay. And here you have to look at the domain also. Let f be a function defined on R by fx, 2x plus 1. It has not tell you, they have not told you anything about the domain. Yes, defined on R, yes. Domain is real numbers, yes. So now we know this is a straight line. So therefore its inverse is also a straight line, right? Mirror image of this one. So therefore a straight line's domain is again infinity. The real numbers again, right? Because the straight lines are defined for any real number. So therefore, yes, domain of f inverse must also be a real number. So E is the answer. Anyway, the domain is always real number. So I can answer this is half. This is 2 times x plus 1. No. Half times x plus 1. No. No. So the answer must be E. Right? Answer must be E, because this is wrong. 33 answer is C. E. Okay. 34. If a group of 4 boys and 2 girls, if a group of 4 boys and 2 girls, 2 children are to be selected. In a group of 4 boys, sorry. So there are 4 boys and 2 girls. 2 children are to be selected. In how many different ways can they be selected? It is not permutation. It is not arrangement. Right? Remember, arrangement, permutation. Selection, combination. This is an NCR question. Okay. In how many different ways can they be selected such that at least one boy is here? At least one boy is here means always you need a boy, or both boys. Both are boys. Okay. So how do you do that? So there one possibility is boy. You have to find only two children, right? 2 children are to be selected. So one possibility is at least one boy, boy and girl. The other one is boy and boy. Both are valid. Right? If it is boy and boy, what is the answer? So that is out of 4, you pick 2. 4C2. Plus, there's another possibility, boy and girl. So if it is boy, you have 4C1 into girl out of 2, 2C1. Okay. Right. Common C calculate karne. Let's move on to accounting. මොකද ෂෝට් නෝට් එක දුන්නේ නැත්නම් මම අනිවාර්යෙන් අද දාන්නම්. මම ඒක දාන්නම්කොට දැම්මේ නෑ වගේ මට මතකයි. කවුරුත් මතක් කරේ නැත්නම් මට ආයෙ මතක වෙනවා. හරි ඕගොල්ලෝ උනන්දු වෙන්න එපා. මම දන්නේ මම දැම්මද නැද්ද කියලා ෂෝට් නෝට්ස් ටික. කවුන්ටිං. විභාගෙට යන අයට උනන්දුවක් නැත්නම් අනිත් අයට උනන්දුවක් කොහොමද ඕන කවන්නේ. So where is counting? Right. So NCR is factorial n divided by factorial n minus r into factorial r. Right? මේ ඇවිල්ලා මොන සිටුේෂන් එකක්ද ඇත්තටම? මේක ඇවිල්ලා take r1 to a and take r1 to b. Right? අන්නේ જાතික සිනාරියෝ එකක් මේක. නෑ ඒ ඕක නෙමෙයි. දෙවෙනි වර්ගය. Take R1 of A and R2 of B. Case 4. Case 4. Right? N1 C R1 into N2 C R2. Have possibilities they got right. So let's calculate that, because NCR is factorial n minus R factorial R. Okay. Then the answer. This one, factorial 4, factorial 2, factorial n minus R is factorial 4 minus 2 is again factorial 2, plus 4C1, factorial 4, factorial 1, factorial 4 minus 1 is factorial 3 into factorial 2, factorial 1, factorial 2 minus 1 is factorial 1 again. Okay. Right. Method in orbiter. 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 2. That is 3. Plus, this is 4, because 4, 3, 2 the capital. Now this is 2. 4 into 2 is 8. All together you have 11. 4C2, 4C2 plus 4C1 into 2C1. Make answer. Make a 4C1 into 2C1. They have not add this one. 4C2 only? No. This part is not there. Then you have two answers. Now answer I double check. 4C2 is factorial 4, factorial 2, factorial 2, 2 into 2, 4, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. Yes, 14 is also answer. So answer is C and E. Right? 34, C and E. C and E, correct. Okay. C and E. C and E. Right. I දාන්න නමතුනොත් හෙට උදේට නෙමෙයි අද රැටමයි මතක් කරන්න. ක්ලාස් එක ගන්නවා සමහරට එහෙම නිදා ගන්නවානේ. කොහොම හරි දාන්න නම් මතක් කරගන්න. නෙට ආයෙ මතක් කරන්න. Right, because there are short notes with me, just one page short notes. Right. So the next one. So remember that is this type of a question. Right. Question varga දෙකයි තිබුණේ. මේක තමයි මොකද? R1 of A which have n1 total n1 CR1 into n2 CR2. හැබැයි එතන පොඩි අනිත් පැත්තෙන් බලන්න ඕන වෙන්න පුළුවන් possibilities. හරි ගෑන් ළමයි පිරිමි ළමයි. මොකද එක පිරිමි ළමයෙක් අනිවාර්යෙන් ඉන්නවා. Right. So next question. 35. It looks like the standard question එකක් නේද? Arrange කරන question එක නේ සාමාන්‍ය ලේසි. Yes, this is standard question. Questions model කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේක standard question එක arrange කරන question එක. Right? In how many ways can letters of the word ball be arranged? So there we have B 1 times, A 1 times, L 2 times. So this is where you have the non-distinct. Hari මේක මොන type එකද? Type එකට දාගන්න ටක් ගාලා. So we have n elements. So what are the possibilities in permutation? We have n elements and we want to take all n. So then of course factorial n. Okay. Second one, we have n elements and we are going to take only r, which is less than n. How many ways we can arrange? NPR. Then we have n element of which n1 same, n2 same, n3 same, then factorial n divided by factorial n1, factorial n2, factorial n3. That's all for the linear. Then we have the circular arrangement. So there npn is factorial n minus, sorry, npn is factorial n minus 1. ඒක අපි වෙන scenarios බැලුවේ නැහැ. මේ question එක මොකද්ද? මේ question එක මේ જાතිය. Taking all n elements out of non-distinct elements, right? So therefore the answer is very straightforward. So the answer is altogether we have 4, factorial 4 divided by factorial 2, anyway factorial 1 is 1, factorial 2. So answer is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 get cancelled out, right? So the answer is 12. මේ හොර වැඩ කරනවා මෙයා හිතුවම් බලන්න මෙයා වෙන්න බෑ. Factorial 4 divided by factorial 2 is answer, because that is the original answer. Within the answer එකක් දීලා. The answer is B and C. And B and C. 12 answer උනාම කොහොමද 24 answer වෙන්නේ? 35 B and C. Yes, B and C. Okay. 36. Let B plus. So this is the very standard question. They almost every year they ask this question, right? If not every year, almost every other year, right? මොනවාද මේ Boolean algebra define කරන්න කියලා ඔක අහනවා. So we have B as a set plus that is our O dot that is our and 0 and 1 are our false and true, right? B Boolean algebra where B is set plus and dot are the sum and the product respectively, and 0 and B 0 and 1 be 0 and the unit element respectively. What is mean by 0 and the unit element? Right? 0 and the unit element. Okay. So 0 and 1, unit element means 1. Okay. Suppose xy is a member of your set. X bar is the complement of x. So this is, anyway, this question is not related to this one. So these are just general things. Okay. So that means Boolean algebra. So what they are saying is, in Boolean algebra, which of these are correct? Okay. Right. A plus AB is A, right? So that is one of our, I think, one of our 23rd rule, I think. X plus xy is x, correct. A dot, because we just familiar with A and B, right? A dot A is A, correct. A plus A bar is not x. A plus A bar is 1. A plus A bar is not 0. A plus A bar is 1. Okay. It is A dot A bar which is 0. Right? A dot A is not 1. A dot A is A. Right? A කියන්නේ extra වඩා අපි A වලින් B වලින් වැඩ කරපුවාම හරි. So the answer must be A and B. A and B. 37. The events having no experimental outcome in common are called events having no experimental outcomes. So that is in but the outcome events in all. Right? So they are not mutually exclusive, right? Mutually exclusive means those two events you can't have the same outcome. Sorry, both. Sorry, you can't have the same. What are the three terms we use? Event, outcome, experiment, right? Yeah, both the events cannot happen at the same time, right? So that is mutually exclusive. But this is not that far. Equally likely events. No, I don't think that is common. Independent events. Events having no experimental outcomes. No experimental, no outcomes. What is that? Right? Definitely not independent. Independent means this outcome does not depend the other outcome. That is where we can multiply. Right? They are not dependent, right? Dependent means the event B depends on event A. Maybe exhaustive. මම අහලා නැහැ වැඩි මේ වචනේ. මේ හතරම නෙමෙයි හන්දා බොහෝ විටක උත්තරයක් වෙන්න ඕන හන්දා. Maybe this is called exhaustive. Actually, I am not very sure. Okay, මට එච්චර ඔළුව තියෙන උත්තරයක් නෙමෙයි ඔක. no experimental outcomes නේද exhaustive කියන්නේ ගොඩක් අර ඒකෙන් exhaust වෙනවා කියන්නේ මහන්සි වෙනවා නමුත් ප්‍රතිඵලයක් නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ එහෙම ඉඳන්නේ නැහැ අන්තිමට. හරි. මහන්සි වෙනවා ප්‍රතිඵලයක් නැතිව ඉඳන්නේ රිසර්ච් ආවම නේද? එහෙම වෙන්න එපා. එහෙම නොවන විදිහට දැන් ඉඳලා day 1 ඉඳලා plan කරන්න තියෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. හරි. ඒක නැත්නම් අන්තිමට exhaustive. Let's take. Anyone want to mention something? I heard someone talking.
Oh sir, may events in
Events in outcomes in common, right?
common
outcomes in common means not mutually exclusive, right?
it must be disjoint, I think.
Disjoint. Disjoint. But disjoint is not here, right? The events have no experimental no experimental outcomes in common. So that means they are mutually exclusive, right? So when they are mutually exclusive, yes. When they are mutually exclusive, there is no common outcome, right? So none of the outcomes are common. It's something like getting odd, getting even, getting 4, getting 6. Right? So no outcomes will satisfy both. Right? Either it's odd or even. But if you take getting odd and getting prime, some outcomes will satisfy both. Some outcomes will satisfy. Yes, correct. So therefore, the events having no experimental outcomes in common are called mutually exclusive events. Right? Yes, answer must be C. Yes, correct. Your answer is correct. 37 answer must be C. C, correct. Okay. Actually, I was just concentrating on no experimental outcomes. Now only I break it outcomes in common. මම මේක මේ විදිහට නෙමෙයි බැලුවේ මම බැලුවේ මෙන්න මේ පැත්තට කඩන්න කියලා මට හිතුණා. Yes. No experimental outcomes in common. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. Mutually exclusive. That is where we can say PA union B is PA plus PB. Here PA union B is PA plus PB minus PA intersection B, right? Next one, 38. If A and B are two mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, right? Mutually exclusive, that means no common things, right? Exhaustive කියන්නේ මම හිතන ඔක්කොමට මේ දෙක අයිති වෙන ඔක්කොමලා. Exhaustive කියන්නේ ඔක්කොම අහුවෙලා ඉවරයි. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ එළිය මුකුත් නැහැ කියන එක. හරි. Right. A and B are two mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. PA equal 2 times, probability of A equal 2 times probability of B. Then PB is equal to. ඔය දෙක එකතු කරාට පස්සේ 1යි කියලා එන්න ඕනේ කියන්නේ. මොකද මේ එළිය කවුරුත් දැරු. exhaustive කියන්නේ මේ දෙන්නගේ වැඩ ඉවරයි. හරි? වෙන දේවල් නැහැ. මොනවද වෙන්න පුළුවන් එහෙනම්? So if this is 1/4, no, right? No, it can't be. If it is 1/3, this is 2 into 1/3. Then when we add those together, 1/3 plus 2 divided by 3 is 1. So the the answer of PB must be 2 divided by 3. Right? 2 divided by 3. Then PA is 1 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3 plus 2 divided by 3 is 1. Because exhaustive means that there's nothing outside. මේ දෙන්නගෙන් ඔක්කොම වෙන outcomes නැත. ඔය ඔක්කොම outcome මේ දෙන්නගේ අහුවෙලා ඉවරයි. exhaustive කියන්නේ ඒකයි. exhaust වෙනවා කියන්නේ ආයෙ මුකුත් නැහැ. හරි. Right. Answer must be C. Answer is B. B 1/3.
exhaustive කියන්නේ
ඔක්කොම කව වෙනවා කියන එක නේද? ඔබන් ඩබල් චෙක් කරන්න. නෝට් එකේ නම් අහුන්නේ නැහැ මට ඒක. exhaustive events. One of them complementarily occurs while performing the experiment. Complementarily. Complementary කියන්නේ යාගේ අනිත් එක තමයි අනිත් එක. නේද? ඔබ ආයෙ ඩබල් චෙක් කරන්න. probability if E1, E2, E3, En are events of a sample space S, and if E1 union E2 union E3 blah 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 equal S, then they are exhaustive events. So that means they have taken up entire sample space. Right? Sample space is then fill exhaustive event and nothing else. Right? Nothing else. So let's take an example. Say sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, ABC are exhaustive events because when we take union, entire sample space is there. Right. I think right. So therefore, definitely this must be 1/3. Right. So this must be therefore 2 times.
භාගයක්
PA 2 times P. A and B are mutually exclusive. PA equal 2 times PB. 2 times. If we take PB as 1/3, then now PA is, if PB is 1/3, our PA is 2/3. If PB is 1/3, our PA is if we take PB as 1/3, it's 2 times PB is our PA. So PA is 2/3. What they ask is PB, right? PB. So PB is 1/3. So then 2 times 1/3 PA is 2/3. Then PA plus PB apply. PA plus PB apply. 1 වෙන්න නේද? එහෙම කරන්නත් බෑ. PA plus PB must be හරි. So this must be 2 times මෙයා 1/3 වෙන්න නම් 3 into 2 වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙහෙම නේද? 2 times භාගයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා මම කවුරුහරි කිව්වා නේද? භාගයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා. භාගයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ තමයි නේ. 2 times yes මේ 1/3 එකෙන් භාගයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි මේ භාගෙට භාගෙ කැපිලා ගිහිල්ලා දෙකට දෙක කැපිලා ගිහිල්ලා 3ෙන් 2යි 3ෙන් 1යි 1 වෙන්නේ. ඔව් එතකොට PA අහලා තියෙන්නේ sorry එතකොට PB වෙන්න ඕන PA වෙන්න ඕන 2 යට 3යි PB වෙන්න ඕන එතකොට 1 යට 6යි නේද? 1 යට 6යි නේද? නෑ.
සර් අර අදපු හැටි හරිනේ.
කොතනද? කලින් හදපු එකද?
ඔව් දෙක ගන්න නැතුව
දෙවරක් PB එතකොට ආවුනේ කලින් හදපු හරිය. ඒ පාර කලින් හදපු හරිය තමයි. yes. භාගින් බෙදන් දෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද? අන්න එතකොට PB කියන්නේ 3ෙන් 1යි නම් එතකොට දෙවරක් PB කියන්නේ PA නම් PA කියන්නේ 2 යට 3 වෙනවා. එතකොට 2 යට 3යි 1 යට 3යි එකතු කරාම 1 වෙනවා. හැබැයි අහලා තියෙන්නේ PB එන එක හරියනේ. ඉතින් PB නේ අහලා තියෙන්නේ. හරි හදපු විදිය හරි මම උත්තරේ වරද්දලා තියෙන්නේ. So what they ask is PB must be 1/3. Right? හරිනේ. හදපු විදිය ඔක්කොම හරි මම උත්තරේ මාරු කරලා දාලා තියෙන්නේ. So what they ask is PB. So therefore PB must be 1/3. Yes. කලින් හදපු උත්තරේ හරියා. So the answer must be B. 38 answer must be. I මම තමයි වැඩේ නෑ වෙයා. උත්තරේ ප්‍රශ්න හරියට කළා උත්තරේ ගණිත මාරු කරලා ලියුවා. හරි? Yes. Answer is correct. Answer is B. Okay. Right. 39. Given that A and B are not mutually exclusive. Again, intersection and theta, right? So there's an intersection. They are not mutually exclusive. P not belong to A and not belong to B means this outside. Right? Me outside. Not belong to A at the same time not belong to B also. Okay. This area. 2/5 now මෙයා 2යි කියලා අරගෙන ඔක්කොම 5යි කියලා දාගමු. එහෙමයි දාන්න ඕන. Right. Possible value of P A bar union B bar. A අයිති නැති වෙන්න ඕන හෝ B අයිති නැති වෙන්න ඕන. A අයිති නැති වෙන්න ඕන කියන්නේ මෙතනින් එළිය ටික වෙන්න පුළුවන්. B අයිති නැති වෙන්න නම් මෙතනින් එළිය ටික වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ ටික ඇර ඉතුරු ටික ඔක්කොම. Everything other than this. Okay, because that is not part of the PA bar union B bar. නේද? මම බැලුවා. ආයි බලන්න. A bar union B bar not belong to A. That is everything here. They not belong to B's union. Let's draw it. Let's take it somewhere here seriously. Look what particle. Right. So this is A, this is B. What we need is A bar. Let's draw A bar. Not belong to A. Right. Not belong to A. And then B bar. Not belong to B. Right. A bar. What we need is A bar or B bar. So that means yes, correct. Everything other than the inside this. Everything other than inside this. Okay. Yes, correct. So our interpretation is correct. So what they need is everything other than this. Okay. Everything other than this. What they ask is possible value, right? Possible value. And they say mutually exclusive, right? Sorry, not mutually exclusive. If they are not mutually exclusive, definitely it can't be 0, right? Because if it is 0, they are mutually exclusive. Therefore, it can't be 0. Okay. And probability one. So here we have 2. Probability of not belong to A and not belong to B. Here we have 2 out of 5. Possible value of, if we know this one, but I don't think they have given us enough details. 2 out of 5. Not mutually exclusive. Anyone got the answer? That looks weird. No? Weird for me. Possible values. Anything outside this, right? If you know this one, but they have not given us enough information for that. Given that A and B are not mutually exclusive and P not belong to A and not belong to B, are 2 out of 5, then the union you must have 3. In the union you must have 3, right? So therefore intersection you must have something. You can't have more than 3, right? So therefore, because your union also has only 3, so therefore you can't have 7, right? You can't have 1 because it's probability, right? Because and this one already has 2, union has 3. No. This is not union. This is not belong to A and not belong to B, right? No, we can't just say like that. Anyone has idea? Probability of A is, have they mentioned like that? Probability of A is 2 by 3. Where? Where do they say that probability of A is 2 by 3? Kim Kielnan. A and B are not mutually exclusive. Intersection is there at least one value.
සර් පහෙන් දෙකට වැඩි
පහෙන් දෙකට වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන කියලා. මේක නැත් පහෙන් දෙකට වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන. මොකද මේ තව එකතු වෙන්නනේ පුළුවන්. පහෙන් දෙකට වැඩි වෙන්න නම් ඕන තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ 10න් 4ට වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන.
පහෙන් දෙකට වැඩි එක උත්තරයයි නේද තියෙන්නේ සර්
වැඩි උත්තර එකයි තියෙන්නේ. 10න් 4ට වැඩි ලොකු ඒවා තියෙන්නේ. එක තියෙනවානේ.
එක ගන්න බෑනේ සර් මෙතන mutually exclusive වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියලා තියෙන්නේ තා
Mutually exclusive වෙන්නේ නැති හන්දා එක වෙන්න බෑ. Yes. Can't be one because at least one value must be here. එක්කෙනෙක් හරි මෙතන ඉන්නවා. ඒක දෙක වෙන්න බෑ තමයි. අනිත් අතට පහෙන් දෙකට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන. මොකද අපිට ඕන මෙයාගෙන් එළිය ටික. ඒතකොට මෙයා කොහොමද ඉන්නවා? එයාට තව මේ දෙන්නත් එකතු වෙන්න ඕන. ඉන්නවනම්. Yes, it can't be one. All right. It can't be 0 because already 2 is there. It can't be 0 and it must be bigger than 2 divided by 5 because something has to be added to this 2, right? So therefore, yes, it must be bigger than 2 by 5. So that is bigger than 4 by 10. So make it hari uttare නෙමෙයි possible answer එකක්. So this is lesser than 4. This is lesser than 4. Yes. So 7 is the only possible answer. What they are asking is not the answer, a possible answer. So then we must be able to exclude the impossible answers. So therefore, 0 is impossible, 1 is impossible, 1 over 10th is impossible, 3 over 10th is impossible. Yes, that should be the logic. Okay. Yes. So 39 answer must be D. Just let's double check the answer. 39. Yes, right. So that should be the logic. So that is a very good point. Actually, I also didn't get that. Okay. Because we have 2 already. Other than this means already this 2 is there. So therefore it must be something bigger than 2 divided by 5. So this is 2 divided by 5 in the sense 4 divided by 10. This is less than 4 divided by 10. This is less than 4 divided by 10. And of course it can't be 0 and 1 because they say they are not mutually exclusive. Okay. So therefore something must be here. Something must be here. Right. So the answer must be D. Answer is D. Okay. How many questions are there? 42 this time. Medical break agama. So rapid say any questions. 40. The part of exam contains multiple choice questions, each with the answer choices listed A, B, and C. Right, multiple choices, out of which only one is correct. That should be easy question then. Assuming that the outcomes to be equally likely. Okay, so there is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Find the probability that at least one answer is C. What is that? Okay. Part of exam contains 2 multiple choice questions, right? Only 2 questions. So first question, second question. Okay. So there are 3 answers, A, B, C, A, B, C. Okay. So what is the probability that C become answer? Now you can do something like this. You can draw a tree diagram, right? Because the first one, let's draw it here. Then we don't have any confusion, right? First one, answer can be A, answer can be B, answer can be C. Second one, answer can be A, answer can be B, answer can be C. A, B, C. A, B, C. And they are equal likely. Right? So AA, AB, AC, BA, BB, BC, CA, CB, CC. Okay, so what is the question now? Find the probability that at least one answer is C. At least one answer is C means this, and this. So this is 1/3 into 1/3 is 1/3 is 19. So they are also 19. 19, 19, 19, 19. Okay. So therefore you have to add it because they are mutually exclusive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 divided by 9. At least one answer is C in 5 divided by 9 situations, because these are the only places where there is no C answer. 1919199. Answer must be 5 divided by 9. Okay. Five divided by 9. So 40B. Yes, 40B. Right. 41. It looks very simple question. The independent event A and B are such that PA given B. B වෙලා තියෙනකොට A වීම. Independent නම් ඒක අපිට වැදගත් නැහැ නේද? B වෙනකොට A වෙනවා කියන එක එක PA ම තමයි. ඒක independent කියන්නේ. Right? Independent events. 0.5 and B given A is 0.2. The probability of A union B is, right? A union B is A වීම හෝ B වීම. And A වීම හෝ B වීම. So this is actually, right? If A and B are independent, yes, so this is basically PA, right? And this is basically PB if they are independent. So then what is the probability of A or B? So if they are independent, we should be able to just add it, right? Because this is not A and B. If A and B, you have to multiply. This is PA or PB. So independent means PA given B is same as PA. Independent means PB given A means PB because they are independent. It doesn't matter. So therefore I will go for 0.7. 0.7 is not there. Why is that? Independent events A and B such that PA given B is 0.5. Independent. PB given A is 0.2. A union B. Independent. Anyone has idea? Because they say independent, right? What is the answer given? 41. E 0.62. Let's see it. Independent events. That means A does not depends on B, B does not depends on A, right? Given B happening A, B වෙලා තියෙද්දී A වීම. අපි නිකම්ම අඳින්න මෙතන intersection එකක් දාලා. Events. මෙහෙම ලියමුද? Independent නම් රුක්සරණක් අඳිමුද බලන්න. එහෙම අඳින්න බලන්න. Say this is A happening A happening and this is A not happening. Okay, and independent අපිට හරහර වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. This is B happening, B not happening. This is when A is not happening, B happening, B not happening. Okay, A or B happening means this one. Only thing is we can't take this one because this is not A and not B, right? So then PA happening, PA happen given B, but independent නම් ඇයි එහෙම දුන්නේ? Okay, let's say A happening is 0.5, then A not happening is again 0.5. B happening is 0.2, then this must be 0.8, 0.2, 0.8. Okay, so what we need is probability of A or B happening means other than this, because this is not A, not B, right? So this one is 0.5 into 0.8. It is 1 in on 0.5 into 0.8 is 0.4. So 0.8 into 0.5 is 0.4. So therefore, when you add them together, it must be 1. So therefore, what I could 0.5 into 0.2 is 0.1. 0.8 into 0.5 is 0.4. 0.5 into 0.2 is 0.1 කියලා. So then add together you get 0.6 හරිනේ. 0.6. එකපාරට කරන්න බෑ ඒක. හරි දුක් සරණ කමින්න මුණා. Because they say it's independent events. So therefore I just took A not A. Then when A happened, B happening, not B happening. When A not happening, B happening, B not happening. So it says probability of either A or B happening. That is, this is either both are happening. That is fine. A has happened. Here B has happened. So this is where none of those has happened. So either you can calculate this and say 1 minus this, or you can just calculate these things and add it. Ultimately you get 0.6, right? So that is an interesting question. Independent එකක් දියලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මේක දියලා තියෙනවා අන්දන්න. මේ ඇවිල්ලා PA PB ඔය දියලා තියෙනවා. අපි මේ පැත්ත හිතපු එක හරි ගියා. නමුත් අපිම ටික එකතු කරන්න ගියා මේක. රුක්සරට කමින්න පො එකක් මට වැරදුනේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා. හරි. Right. So that is an interesting question. Right. මේ ඇවිල්ලා දිග question එකක්. හරි. අපි ඔක අන්තිමට කරමු. අපි break එකක් අරගෙන ඔක අපි කරන්නේ අන්තිමට තමයි try එකක් දාලා බලමු කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා base theorem දාලා. හරි. 42 we want to do. Right, we'll take a break. It was a very little bit karma. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we'll do this one because then the probability is over. Right. Then we can just concentrate on the rest of the logic and other stuff. Right. So this, let's open our probability note. So this is related to, definitely this is related to Bayes theorem. Okay. Right. Because when you read the question, you can see it's related to Bayes theorem. So what is Bayes theorem? So suppose we have events A1 to AN, which must be exhaustive. Right? Exhaustive in the sense it must cover entire sample space. Okay. Okay. So then we must have another event called B. Right? Another event called B. Any other event. So then, what is the probability of AI given B? That is what Bayes theorem is all about. That is equal to probability of AI, if it is AI can be A1, if it is A1, probability of A1 given B is probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by the summation of all these possibilities. Okay, right. So now let's see whether we can apply this Bayes theorem there. Okay. So this is our Bayes theorem. Let me copy this one here. The Bayes theorem. This is the Bayes theorem and see whether our example match to that or the exam question match to that. Okay, can't paste. Why? Let me paste it to Paint. Right, so this is base theorem, and let's copy the question. And then we'll see whether we can see the similarities. This is the question, okay? Okay, now let's see. Right, plant A. Okay, what happened to my Paint? Oops, it goes. Goes on. Goes on. Let me copy it again, okay? Right. So let's read it and see whether we can apply the base theorem. Plant A of company produce 6% defective products. Right. Plant A of company produce 6% defective products. Plant B produce 10% defective products, and plant C produce 20% of the defective products. If a product is chosen so that the chance is coming from any of the plant is equally likely, then find the probability that the product chosen is defective. So that means there are only 3 plants, right? So there are only 3 plants. What are those 3 plants? Plant A, plant B, say plant A, plant B, plant C. Equal likely means PA equal PB equal PC equal 1/3, right? PA equal PB equal PC equal 1/3. So you have to look at this one, because you know that this kind of questions are mostly base theorem questions. Question base theorem. Right. So then we have the concept called defective or not defective. So this must be something like that. A or not A. So this is B. B or not B. Okay. So let's take different color. So this is, let's say, a defective. So this is A defective, A not defective, B defective, B not defective, C defective, C not defective. Okay. So let's take this as A1, A2, A3, right? And let's take this one as B. So that is defective. Okay, defective. So now I change this one. A1. So A1 is A, A2 is B, right? I just want to map it to our formula. Right? PA1, PA2, PA3. A1 is basically A, A2 is B, A3 is C. Okay, right. Plant A of a company produce 6% defective product. So that means if it is AI, right, probability of defective given A1 is basically A, is 6%, 6 out of 100. Probability of defective given A2, that is B, plant B produce 10%, 10 out of 100. Probability of defective B means defective, given its A3 or the plant C is 20%. Right, so that is also given. if a product is chosen, so that the chance is coming from any of the plant is equally likely, that is PA1, P2, PA2, PA3 is 1/3. Find the probability that product chosen is defective. Right? Product chosen is defective. That is not Bayes theorem. That is total probability law. Total probability law is not mentioned in your syllabus. Right. Let's double check whether it's mentioned in your syllabus. It looks like we have used total probability. Have they published the probability note? BIT.lk. Semester 2. Maths. There's probability. Still they haven't published. Oh, published. Okay. Let's double check whether they have the total probability law. It looks like this question is related to total probability law. You can see law of total probability, lesson 6-7. Yes, and the Bayes theorem, both are there, right? So in our note, I think I have not added the total probability law. I just added the Bayes theorem, but they have added total probability law also into your syllabus now. Okay, so that is something I missed. So it's good that we did this question. Let me double check whether the PDF has it. Maybe PDF is not having the total probability law, because I just went by the PDF. Here you can clearly see the total law of total probability. Okay. Let's see whether this one has total probability law. If it is there, it must be in the last. Right. So this is Bayes theorem we did. Yes, total probability law they have added. Okay. So this is called total probability law. Okay. Total probability law, which is pretty much like the Bayes theorem, but here we check whether given B, what is the probability of AI, right? Given B, what is the probability of AI? That is the Bayes theorem. The law of total probability says, let me copy this. So we'll do that part also. Okay. Now, because now only I found that they have added. So I didn't cover this part in the regular class. So what we need is not this one. What we need is this one. Right? Because what they ask is, what is the probability that product chosen is defective? It's something like, what is the probability of B? Okay, what is the probability of B? Okay, what is the probability of B? So same thing. If this is B, right? If now this shaded part is B, and this is A1, A2, A3, A4, AN. Same thing, right? Same thing. If you want, you can just draw it like this: A1, A2, A3, right? A1, A2, A3, and let's say this is my B. Then someone will ask, what is the probability of B? And what is the probability of B? Okay, so that is called total probability law. So probability of according to total probability law, probability of B is B given A1, right? B වෙන්න තියෙන chance එක A1 වෙලා තියෙද්දි ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ටික into probability of A1 plus probability of B given A2 into probability of A2 plus probability of B given A3 into probability of A3 blah 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 as long as you have. Okay. දැන් අපිට මේක දාන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපිට මේක දාන්න පුළුවන්. මේ PA1 දීලා තියෙනවා, B given A1 දීලා තියෙනවා. හරි? නේද? එහෙනම් අපිට probability law එක දාන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. So total probability, according to total probability law, what we need is PB. Find the probability of product chosen is defective. So what we took it as B is the defective. So PB is PB given A1 into PA1. So that is 6 out of 100 into 1/3 because PA1 is 1/3 plus 10 PB given A2 into PA2. 10 divided by 100 into 1/3 plus 20, right? 6, 10, 20, yes, 20. 20 given divided by 100, again PA3 is 1/3. And that is the PB. What is the PB? 1/3 is common. So because this is a very special case where both all are 1/3. So 1/3. We have 6 plus 10 plus 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 36 divided by 100. So 3, 1 and 2. Final answer is 12 divided by 100. 4.12. Probability of having defective item is 0.12 or 12 divided by 100. Let's see whether the answer is there. Yes, 0.12 is there, right? 0.12. So that is how the total probability law is applied. It is not Bayes theorem. Okay. So there's a slight difference between pretty much the same scenario, but we are looking at two different things. Okay, two different things. So this is total probability law question. Let's double check whether the answer is for A. That is what we got. 42. Yes, answer is A. Okay. So I will again show it. Total probability law. Right. So total probability law means PB is PB given A1 into PA1 plus PB given A2 into PA2 blah 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 as long as you have AN PB given AN into PA. So that is we try to find out what is the probability of B. There you use total probability law. But Bayes theorem is something different. That is if you want to find probability of AI given B. Right? When B has happened, what is the probability of A1 has happened? Or when B has happened, what is the probability of A2 happening? That is where you use the Bayes theorem. Okay, actually applying total probability law is easier than applying Bayes theorem, but those two laws are finding two different things. Okay, right. Just note it down. And here also you have the total probability law. Okay, right. So now let's move on to our other questions that we skipped. Right. So we skipped from 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, etc. Okay. අපි 19 වල ඉඳලා තියෙන ටික කළා ඉමු. මොකද ඒවා අපි logic questions ටික දැන්ටම කළා තියෙනවානේ. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් relations and functions ටික කව වෙන්න ඕන හන්ද අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලා edit කරලා ඉමු. හරි. right 19 වල ඉඳලා start කරමු. Right. So 19 is easy question. It's actually logic question. Okay, logic question. Let the two predicates px and qx be defined as px is x is less than or equal to 4. We did this kind of question last time also. So px says x must be less than or equal to 4. Right. Less than or equal to 4. That is this area. That is my px. My qx says x must be greater than 4. That is this area till the plus infinity. Okay. And it altogether it covers the entire real numbers. Which of the following proposition is are true? Exist x, px or qx? Obviously, yes. Actually, not only exist x, it is all x are px or qx. So, if it is all x, we can say exist x. Correct. All x are px. No, not all x are px. Some of the x are px. If it is less than 4, less than or equal for only px. So this is false, and this is also false. Not all x are qx also, only if it is greater than 4. So therefore, false or false is false. All x are px or qx. Obviously, yes. All the real numbers are either this one or that one. Correct. Exist x px. Of course, yes. There are px's, so many, and there are so many qx's. So therefore, this is true and this is true. True and true is true. Correct. So this is exist as px 2, exist as qx 2. Okay. So here you don't have to look at the same x. Right? Some x are there for px. Yes. Some x are there for qx. Yes. 2 or 2 is true. Answer is, which proposition is true? Everything other than b. Right? 19. Yes, everything other than B. Okay. Right. 20. If you have any doubts, you have to ask. Okay. So this is another competency we expect from you. Can you understand what is mean by some, exist? What is mean by all? ඔය දෙක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ජීවත් වෙන්න තමයි ලෝකෙ. මොකද මිනිස්සු වෙලා කියනනේ නේද? අතන ඉන්න සමහරු මනත් එක තරහයි. ඔතන ඉන්න ඔක්කොම මගේ හතුරෝ එහෙමනේ කියන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයාලට මේ මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ කියලා තේරෙන්න 100%ක්. Right. So next question. A is 4, 6, 8, 10 and XY are member of A. Okay, XY are both from member of A. Which of the following is true? All exist y, x plus y is less than 40. For all x, there must be at least one y which satisfy this. All x. All x को आप लोग को make ना गाना 10. 10 तक එකතු කරොත් 14ට වැඩි අඩු වෙන එකක් තියෙනවද? අපෝයෝ 10 4ක් එකතු කරත් වෙන්නේ 10. No, right. So that is not correct, right? Because all x, if you take x as 10, there is no number when you add it to that one less than 14. Because if it is 4, 10 plus 4 is not less than 14. If it is 6, 16 is not less than 14. So therefore, this is definitely wrong because all x na contradiction එකක් හරි දිනුනොත් නැහැ කියන්න ඕන. ඔන්න contradiction එකක් හම්බුණා. Contradiction එක හොයන්නම තමයි මම මේ ලොකු මේක දැම්මේ ආ. Because if it is 4, you can find 6. You can find 8. So therefore, I am looking for contradiction because if there is at least one contradiction, this is wrong. I already found a contradiction. When x is 10, there is no y value. When we add it to that, we get less than 40. So therefore, this is definitely wrong. Right. So this is all x, all y. If it is all x, exist y is also not there. Definitely all x, all y is wrong. Right? Common sense. May all x එකෙනෙක් කියලා ටිකක් බොරු නම්. All කියන්නේ කොහොම බොරු වෙන්නේ බෑ. Right. So next one. Exist x, all y. So that means there is at least one x for all y. X plus y is less than 40. Right. Now again all y. All y को हमें ඔක්කොම හරියන්න ඕන. ඔක්කොම හරියන්න ඕන. So therefore I am again going taking the bigger guy. When y is 10, right? When y is 10, can I find at least one x where the sum is less than 14? No. Even when we take 4, 14 is not less than 14. So therefore, this is also wrong. Exist X, exist Y, obviously, right? For example, 4 and 6, 4 and 8, 6 and 8, so many. Yes. All X exist Y, X is less than Y. For all X common I and extreme 10. Do we have at least one Y which results in 10 is less, X is less than Y? No, there is no Y value. If I take X as 10, Y value I have to take it from there. That Y value must be bigger than X. No, there's no such case. So therefore, this is definitely wrong. Okay. So the answer must be true or 100. The answer must be D, 20. Yes, answer is D. Okay. 21. So you have to do, right? You අවුරුදු 5ක නෙමෙයි අවුරුදු 10ක් කරන්න. අපේ Google Classroom එකේ මම හිතන්නේ අවුරුදු 10කට පාස් පෙපර්ස් දාලා තියෙනවා. තව ඒව මදි නම් කියන්නේ තව ටිකක් දෙන්නම්. තව ඊට පෙරේ පාරනේ වෙයිද මං ගා. Let the two predicates Px and Qx be defined on R. Suppose all x Px or Qx is true. Right? It says all x either Px or Qx is true. Okay. So then there are few possibilities. One possibility is your Px is somewhere here, your Qx is somewhere here. Then all x Px or Qx is true. Okay. So there's another possibility. Your Px is somewhere here and your Qx is somewhere here. Q. Early one is P. That is also possible. But you can't have something like, because it says all x Px or Qx, you can't have something like Px is somewhere here and Qx is somewhere here with a gap. No, that can't be the case. Okay. Right. So now let's read. Must be true. Must be true. Exist x Px. Obviously, right? Because they say all x Px or Qx. But again, that is, I don't, because this we can say that all x Px or Qx when your Px is having nothing. Everything, because that is also possibility, right? Everything is Qx, Px has nothing. So then also we can say this is correct. So therefore this says must be true, definitely true. No. Because there, when we say like that, there's a possibility that everything is Qx. Everything is Qx, nothing is Px. In that case also this is correct, right? So therefore in that situation we can't say that this must be true, right? No. Okay. So there can be situation there's nothing in the Px, everything is in the Qx. Okay. So this one, all x are Px. How can we say like that? Must be exist x Px or Qx. Of course, if you say all x Px or Qx, definitely we can say exist x Px Qx. So this is a must true. Okay, must true. What about this? Not x is Px. Px like tenahalu. We never know. We can't say must be true, right? It can be, right? It may be true or it may not be true. We can't say must be true, right? We can't say must be true because it says there are no Px's. Yes, maybe, but we can't say must be true. Not all x are Px. How can we say? Maybe all x are Px, or maybe all x are not Px, because there can be a situation where all x are Qx. Because this is only what we have given. So therefore, we can't say this is must be true. Okay, or must be false either. But this is definitely must be true. Right? There must be at least one where Px or Qx. Because they say all are Px or Qx, then exist x is always true. So I will go for E. 21E. Yes, E. Okay. 22. Which of the following pairs of propositions is equivalent? ඔන්න ටිකක් අමාරු එකක්. මට rules තියෙනවා rules පාඩම් කරන්න කිව්වොත් හැබැයි ටිකක් ඔයාලට සෑහෙන දුකක් විඳින්න වෙනවා. ඒකත් අපි rules නැතුව කරන්න rules පාඩම් නම් අවුලක් නෑ ඔයාලට. හරි. නමුත් අපි නිකන් logic එකක් විදිහට try කරමු. All x are px. So this says all x are px and this one says px. If you say px exists, that is wrong. Is it equivalent? No. This says all x are px. This says there are none of px. Because it says px exists, no. So therefore they are not equivalent. Right. So they are two different things. So not take. This one. All x are px. That means all are px. This says not px does not exist. If all x are px, obviously not px must not be existing, right? Because all x are px. Say I'm saying that all the students are boys. So that means not boys are not existing. Not boys boys girls like the girls again not boys are not existing. As long as all are boys. So that's I will take. All x are px. This one says some x are px. That is not equivalent, right? So those are two different things. Px exists. That means at least one x is px. Right? At least one px is existing. This says not px are not all. So here it says at least one px is there. This one says if you say all are not px, that is wrong. That is false. Right? If you say not px, all are not px, that is wrong. So that means at least one px must be there. That is what this guy says. Px exists. So therefore I will take this. I will take this. Right? Not px can not p ඔක්කොමල්ලා not px කියලා කිව්වොත් ඒක වැරදි. ඒක තේරුම තමයි px like කෙනෙක් හරි ඉන්නවා. ඔමයා කියන්නේ px like කෙනෙක් හරි. හරි. So this one px exists. So there is at least one px. This say px are all is false. If we say all are px, that is wrong. So that means there is at least one not px. Right? But this says there is px are existing. Are they equivalent? I don't think, right? So those are two different things. So this says at least one px is there. This say not all are px. Those are two different concepts for me. Right? Different statements. I will go for B and D. Yes, B and D. Okay. කල්පනා කරලා බලන්න මට මම දැන් ඔය එකකවත් සමීකරණ කටපාඩම් කරන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඕක සමීකරණ වලින් කතා කරන්න අමාරුයි. සමීකරණ කටපාඩම් කරනවා කියන්නේ ඔයාලට ලොජික් ප්‍රොසෙස් එක නැති යන්න මේක පාඩම් කරගෙන පොඩ දාන්න try කරනවා. ලොජික් තේරුම් ගත්තොත් මුළු ජීවිතේටම වැදගත්. හරි. තනිකර ලොජික් වලින් මේක බේව කරේ මට ඒක සමීකරණයක්වත් මතක නැහැ. හරි. නැත්නම් මේ ටික කටපාඩම් කරන් යන්න නෑ. මොකද කර්මයක් දෙක. Right. Question 23-28 are based on the following relations. Okay. Right. So same set of questions, but from the same sort of a scenario. Okay. But there are so many functions: mu, phi, theta, sigma, alpha. Right. First one, which of the above relation is reflexive? මේ ටික අපි copy කරගමුද? නැත්නම් වෙලා යනවා. Make a million fly. Hold on. Right. So which one is reflexive? So mu got this. A is less than or equal to B, and A and B are integers. This say A is less than or equal to B. It's something like this. Say 1, 2, 3, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 2, 2 to 3. Is it reflexive? Yes, 1 to 1 is there, 2 to 2 is there, 3 because less than or equal to. This is reflexive. What about this? And let's say whether yeah, which one of those are symmetric, which one of those are equivalent? Right, first one is definitely reflexive. What about, say, let's draw another one, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 4. 3, 4. Because A must be less than or equal. Right, so this is reflexive. Is it symmetric? No, right? Because, for example, we have 1 to 2, but there is no 2 to 1. So this is not symmetric. No. Okay, not symmetric. Is it transitive? It goes from 1 to 1 and 1 to 2. Sorry, 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Then there must be 1 to 3. Yes, transitive. Right. So let's take the second one. So that is our mu. වෙලා ගියට කවන්න ඊට පස්සේ question 4 5ක් එක දිගට ඉවර වෙනවා. 5 AB such that A is greater than or equal to B. ඒ අරගෙන මිතුරු එක. හරි. 1 2 3 කියලා ගමු අපි. 1 2 3. So A must be greater than or equal to 3 to 3, 3 to 2, 3 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 1. Okay, A must be greater than or equal to B. Right? Is it reflexive? Yes, 3 to 3, 2 to 2, 1 to 1 is there. Reflexive. Is it symmetric? No. 2 to 1 is there, but no 1 to 2. Transitive? Yes, right? If 3 to 2 is there, 2 to 1 is there, 3 to 1 must be there. Yes, transitive. Right. So next one, C or theta. So this is 5. Theta. A squared equal B squared. So that is if you take 2 to 2, 2 to minus 2. Okay. Because 2 squared equal minus 2 squared. So if you have minus 2 to 2 and minus 2 to minus 2. Similarly, you have for 3 and minus 3, 4 and minus 4, etc. Okay. So that is another set. For example, 3, 3, 3 minus 3. So මෙහෙම දෙන්නෙක් කරනවා. මෙහෙම දෙන්නෙක් කරනවා. මෙහෙම දෙන්නෙක් කරනවා. ඔහොම දෙන්නෙක් කරනවා. ඒ වගේ I4, 4 and minus 4, 5 and minus 5, etc. Right. Is it symmetric? Yes. 2 to 2 is there. Minus 2 to minus 2 is there. Is it symmetric? Yes, right? If 2 to minus 2 is there, minus 2 to 2 is there. It is symmetric. Is it transitive? If 2 to 2 is there, 2 to minus 2 is there, 2 to minus 2 must be there. Yes, right? ලස්සනට පේන්නේ නැතුනට ඒක ඇතුලේ transitive ගතිය එලිපිට නැති වුණාට හැංගිලා ඉන්නවා නේද? So this is little bit debatable, but it looks okay. Right, next one, sigma. වෙලා හොඳටම ගන්නවා equation එක. Right, sigma. AB, B equal A plus 2. Say 1, 2, 3, B equal, say this is my A, this is B. B must be A plus 2. A plus 2, that is 1, 3. Right? 2, 5, 3, sorry, 2 is 4, 3 is 5, etc. I said these integers, it works from a negative also. This is definitely not symmetric. Sorry, not reflexive. And it is not symmetric as well. Right? And it is not transitive as well. transitive යන්න නම් තව එක්කෙනෙක්ට යන්න ඕන 1 to 3 3 to 1 වගේ යන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම යන්නේ නැහැ මෙයා. මෙයා තර වගේම දැන් එකතු වෙනවට අඩු වෙනවා. එක නම් නේද? තුන නම් let's draw that also alpha. B is a minus 2. Say 3 නම් 1 4 නම් 2 ඔන්න ඔහොම එකෙක් හරි. 2 නම් 0. So that is not reflexive. Definitely not symmetric. Transitive කියන කතාව මෙයාට අදාළ නෑ නේද? අදාළ නෑ. එයා දෙන්නෙත් යන්නෙම නෑ. Right. Now let's look at මෙන්න මේ දෙන තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් debatable transitive කට්ටිය. Right. So let's look at the answers. Which of the above relations are reflexive? What are the answers? Reflexive a mu 5 and theta ne? Mu 5 and theta. That is ABC 23 ABC. Yes, ABC. Okay, 23 ABC. 24 symmetric. Symmetric කියලා කවුද? Everything other than නෑ. Symmetric කියලා only theta ne? Only theta. Uh, 24 C. Yes, C. Okay. Equivalence. If it is equivalence, it must be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Yes, I think we got one. This one, right? Reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Theta. (25 C). Yes. 26. Which of the following is are true? Mu inverse is 5, blah, 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 blah. यार टाइम में गियार පාඩුවක් නැහැ හරියට සෙට් එකක් අහුව වෙනවා මෙයාගේ නම් මෙයා ඉන්වර්ස් නේද mu සහ 5 because here it map 1 to 2 this is 2 to 1 here 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 yes 3 to 1 is also there 1 to 1 is yeah correct so then theta is its inverse is not there but this one is correct නේද අනිත් පැත්තට ගියාම මේ දෙන ඉන්වර්ස් නේ say 1 to 3 3 to 1 and 2 to 4 4 to 2 mu and 5 sigma and alpha mu and 5 sigma and alpha කිව්වොත් alpha and sigma කියන එකත් හරි alpha and sigma and alpha okay mu and 5 mu inverse is 5 5 inverse is mu okay the theta inverse කියලා විතරයි වැදලා තියෙන්නේ මේ ටික හරියන්න ඕනේ so 26 a b if a is the inverse of b we can say b is the inverse of a as well so 26 I will go for everything other than e e තරගෙන e ගත්තේ why did they take e මේකදී මට පේන්නේ නැහැ නේ ඉතුරු ටික. ඉතුරු ටික පේපර් එකේ ඇතිනේ. පේපර් එකේ පේන්නේ නැහැ ඉතුරු ටික. මෙතන මොන හරි දිවිලා තියෙනවා නං θ ඉන්වර්ස් විතරක් තියෙනවද නේ ගත්තේ නැත්තේ? θ ඉන්වර්ස් එක මොකද්ද වෙන්න පුළුවන්? θ ඉන්වර්ස් එක තියෙනවා අමාරුයි. Anyway, the question is incomplete, right? Because it's just say theta inverse. It doesn't say which one is theta. Theta inverse is which one. So therefore, I don't know, right? How can I say this is answer if it is just saying theta inverse, right? So maybe your real paper, then සමහරවිට මෙතන වාක්‍යය තියෙන්නේ නැතව. Right? 27. Which of the following? I got තරකෙම තමයි අහලා තියෙන්නේ. Which of the following is are true? Question කියති නෝ. මෙතනද කරාපුවා. Right. Which of the following is are true? Mu 0 5, that is mu of 5. Right. 5 කළා mu කරන්න. Mu of 5. එයා කියනවා mu ම තමයි. බලන්න mu of 5. So this is my mu. This is my 5. And mu and 5 are inverse. Right. Inverse කරොත් ආයෙ මොකද එන්න ඕන? තමන්ම එන්න ඕන. Say I am adding 2, I am subtracting 2. So that means I am getting to the same value. Same value means x. Same value can x neither. X to x. Same value can again. If you start with 5, 5 goes to 10 and 10 again goes to 5 means you are coming back to the same thing. So this is not mu then. Right? So this is not mu. Then 5 0 mu is 5. No. Mu 0 5 is not equal to mu. Yes, right? So it can't be no mu, right? Mu 0, because mu and 5 are the inverses. It can't be mu because we are covering. Yes, this is correct, right? 5 0 mu can't be 5. Yes, right? It must be you are coming to yourself. And then 5 is not coming to yourself, something else. And this is correct. Mu 0 5, that is because 5 is inverse, it must map to the same. And if you start with 5, you must end up with 5 because you undo it. I will take 3. Right? So that means I will take CDE for 27. CD, but they have not taken E. Why is that? CD gatte එක හරි, ඇයි E gatte නැත්තේ? Any idea from you guys? Mu 0 5 is A to A is integer. For me, that is perfectly a correct answer. Because you are reversing means you are getting to the same one, right? Same one, because it's inverse වුණාට ඒකටම map වෙනවා කියන්න බෑනේ. Say you map 1 to 3, then if you might go from 3 to 3 here or 3 to 2, so then you start with 1, ended up with 2, because 1 to 3, then maybe 3 to 2. Right? Unfortunately, because it is 1 to many, the inverse is not a function, right? So therefore we can't say exactly it goes A to A. That possibility is there, but not always A to A. Yes, that is the reason. Okay, so therefore we have to accept that as a not answer. Only a CD we can take. Okay, because it's many nature, some of the values may not end up in the original thing. Right, let x is an integer. හරි අපි ඊටු ටික ඊළඟ දවසේ කරමු. මොකද අපිට logic question ටිකකුත් තියෙනවා 20 questions ටිකකුත් තියෙනවා. So we have to do 28, 29, 30, 31. Then we have some logic questions also. Then we have to do 18 as well. Okay, 18. And I think we have to do few more questions from the 2020 paper as well. We'll do those questions before doing the web, probably on Saturday morning. Saturday also combined class. Okay, then we'll be doing the web rest of the stuff. Okay, right, we stop at this point. Right, thank you.